I was going to start listing these damn teams.
Yeah.
But that's like, I want to start off right there, bro.
Okay.
I was like, hold on. Los Angeles Clippers, Phoenix Suns, Detroit Pistons, Los Angeles Lakers, New York Knicks, Dallas Mavericks, and currently right now, the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah.
That journey, bro.
Tough journey. Tough journey.
And I was with two different teams. So I could only imagine
Right.
just so much that, you know, there's a different stigma in sports that people don't understand or identify with.
Right.
The person that you see on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Sundays, Saturdays, they have a family, they have routine, they have people that live vicariously through them. And what happens to them, good, bad, or indifferent, those people are impacted. So when you're going through your journey, team to team, like, take me through that process and that journey.
The journey for me, all right, so I was drafted 2013 by the Clippers. I was the 25th pick. I went to a great team at that time. I was up there with, you know, Blake Griffin, CP. It was a playoff team.
Lob City.
Lob City. Doc Rivers was the coach. So immediately, me coming in as a freshman, I was a space. I was 3D. I was a rookie.
Yeah.
But I was playing behind Matt Barnes,
Yeah.
Jared Dudley, and all these people, Jamal Crawford, JJ Redick. So coming in as a rookie, it's like, you're not gonna see no time right away. You know what I'm saying? So mentally, I just knew that I had to work as a rookie, had to learn from the vets. CP was a great mentor to me as I was growing up. I played AAU for his AAU team, so he was like a brother to me. So with me getting drafted to that team, it was like I was getting drafted home. You know what I'm saying? So he had me in high school, he had me throughout college. He was right there with me throughout college and throughout the whole NBA journey. He'd been here with me for the last 11 years. So that journey, I mean, you're coming from a great school like Carolina and you're thinking right away you're supposed to go to this organization and play. You know what I'm saying? So just mentally, just having to put in the hours in the gym, believe in your skill set, people telling you, oh, you suck, you can't get no playing time, but just trying to stay mentally strong and knowing that, you know, eventually your time will come because you know how the league go.
Yeah.
Everybody got their own time.
Everybody got their time, bro.
Yep. So that journey was just, it was mentally strong. Then I got traded a year and a half after being drafted by the Clippers, got traded to the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns is another loaded guard team. So I'm like, oh man, where I'm gonna play at on this team? So now you trying to think, is it the agent fault?
You're trying to process.
Yeah, you're trying to process, is it the agent fault?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Why I'm not getting no answers from the GM on how can I earn minutes? So then I'm staying there for 6 months and got traded in the summertime. Got traded in the summertime with another player, one of the twin brothers, Marcus Morris, and we got traded from Phoenix Suns to Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
Detroit Pistons was the first team that really gave me my opportunity. Now, I came there as like 16th, 17th man on the roster. Like I came in as like it was a draft pick. They drafted Marcus, but I was, you know, the throw-in players.
Yeah.
I was a throw-in and I actually earned my time up under Stan Van Gundy when he was there. Hard-nosed coach, loved defensive players, loved shooters, coachable players. So he really finally gave me my chance there in Detroit and played well. Blake Griffin, we ended up getting Blake Griffin from the Clippers. He comes to Detroit. Me and him had a two-man game going.
Yeah.
And I finally started becoming into myself like year 5 or 6. So I tell players all the time, like some of the players that's coming into league now and not really getting any minutes, but it only take one coach to believe in you.
For sure.
And that coach was in Detroit, Stan Van Gundy, for me.
Man, listen, that whole process is different, especially in basketball. You get guys that go to the G League, they go overseas just to sharpen their tools or whatever, and they may not be ready, may or may not, and it's the right fit.
Right,
you feel me? Like everybody sees, including me, like I look at LeBron, like, come out of high school or come out of college with instant success. Not a lot of people do that.
Right.
There's a process that goes about it. And one thing that I've learned in my process, especially coming into the league at a young age, was there's things that you may not even think you need to know that you have to know.
Right.
The professionalism,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Understanding, like, man, taking care of your body, especially for football, 100% no longer exists as soon as you come in.
Right.
That's the most freshest that you're ever gonna be.
Yeah.
You gotta know the difference between hurt and an injury.
Right. Yeah,
you got to play through hurt.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Injured is like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, and heaven forbid you're on your contract year and you got an injury that cannot keep you going. You feel me?
Right.
It's affecting your play. So, through it all, I oftentimes, I didn't start understanding this until I got released. It was like, bro, this is a business. By all means.
Right.
And I was lucky enough to have good rapport with management, and even management still gonna have to do what's best for that organization, with or without you. A lot of folks don't see that. They just like, man, I just love basketball, man, I just love baseball, man, I just love football. But when you're dealing with the type of money that they're dealing with, success and they're next on the chopping block too. And sometimes you have to be that sacrificial lamb. I think, man, that's dope to even hear, CP3's impact on obviously you, because I do things with the youth now. How was that process? Was it surreal?
Yeah. So like I said, I'm from Kinston. Jerry Stackhouse is from Kinston.
Yeah.
We got some other players from Kinston. Brandon Ingram from Kinston. But Jerry Stackhouse was like a godfather to me when I was growing up in rec league. Like seeing a player coming from a small town like that, 20,000 people.
And making it.
And seeing him make it and see the hard work that he did and how he come back home and how he tried to be around the kids and stuff. It always wanted me to push and try to make it to where he was.
Yeah.
So kept my head down, and then like my 9th grade year, I was getting scouted real high in the nation, and I was given the opportunity to play for CP3. Now I'm just playing rec league ball around in my town, you know what I'm saying? And I was given the opportunity to play for CP3, and that was like 9th, 10th grade year. He was just starting as one of his first AAU teams, and I was on the team, and he had a couple other players within the state, and being around his family, Mama Paul, Dad Paul, like being around all them, it was just like a family group. The CP3 family was like a real family group in the state of North Carolina. So what he did for all the young players, and obviously for myself and for the current players that's still in the league now, he's still pushing them out of the CP3 program. It was surreal just knowing that, it's a player that's one of the best players ever to play the game at his position, and for him to be able to just be a person that you can just like touch.
It's a tangible thing.
Right.
That it's not just something that's fictional. Like you say, damn, he look cool. Like, I wonder how he is. And even for me, going through a process where I may DM a player, right? Kid may be in high school or whatever. Like, yo, this is real Cam Newton. Like, yeah. Go through that phase of like, this Cam Newton.
Right.
And then all of a sudden we start going to different 7-on-7 tournaments, start working out, they come to practice and things like that. It goes from Cam Newton to, oh, that's big bro. Like,
Right.
I know I could use him in a way, and that I will always be able to give back to the time. Whether it's money, whether it's a phone call, whether it's just being there. And now playing with Matt on Madden, that could be stress relieving to them.